What's good, y'all? Welcome back, and I said welcome back to yet another video. Today is Friday, and I'm about a week late for making this video, but life got in the way after Sunday night. It really did. But let's get into it. Denny Hamlin ends up losing the championship in a very heartbreaking fashion, and I mean extremely heartbreaking fashion. There's no way around how he lost this championship. This was terrible how this happened. I feel like that Denny Hamlin really he led the most laps, he dominated, and he lost out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. Something like Carl Lewis 2016, great throughout the entire final race, but just loses it with just a fluky caution towards the end of the race. I mean, don't get me wrong, William Byron should have, that situation definitely should have caused a caution, which it did. But it's just so random. It's like, dang, Denny Hamlin did everything right. Got out of the pit smoothly. Had a dominant car. When he lost the lead, he got the lead right back on one of the final restarts and throughout the race. Denny Hamlin was that guy throughout the day, and unfortunately, he couldn't close it out to get his first championship. We all know Denny Hamlin has been trying his best to win his first NASCAR championship, and unfortunately, it just has not happened. It has not materialized yet. Kyle Larson ended up winning. Kyle Larson ended up getting his second NASCAR Cup Series championship, and he led no laps throughout the race, which I thought was funny. I thought that was funny. I know some people wanted to discredit Kyle Larson winning the championship because he led no laps throughout the final race, which I don't really care about that. It's just kind of funny. Jimmy Johnson won the championship in 2008, led no laps throughout the final race, and I'm pretty sure it's happened multiple times since then, or before then. No, not since then, but before then. Wow. So, and even Kyle Larson kind of said that, he kind of insinuated a bit that it's like, he felt bad for Hamlin and he didn't really want to win it like that, or something similar to that nature. I feel like, I forgot what quote it was, but I saw it on Eric Estep's channel what Kyle Larson said about the championship. But yeah, Denny Hamlin was definitely the deserving guy to win the championship under this format. You know what I'm saying? Because he was the fastest guy throughout the last race. But stuff happens. You know what I'm saying? That's just racing. It's unfortunate. It was really unfortunate. And that's why, we need to switch up this. We need to switch up the playoff format. We need to switch up how we crown a champion. Because if we're being honest, right, let's not forget that Kyle Larson, under certain point standings, like throughout the season, he actually had the most points throughout the season. So he would have won the championship if the playoffs wasn't in effect. Kyle Larson had the most points. He accumulated the most points, stage points, you name it. Kyle Larson was that guy. So he would have won anyway under another system. But unfortunately, we are at the elimination system. So he still won, but it just kind of, the way this all played out really left a bad taste in a lot of fans' mouths. Yeah, that's sad what happened to Hamlin, though. It really is. Like, and I haven't even talked about Connor Zillage yet. The way he lost that championship was sad too. This dude won 10 races. 10 races. And was consistent throughout the other races that he didn't win. Still didn't win the championship. But that's a whole nother video as well. We need to abolish this playoff system. We need to abolish the playoff format. We have to. We can't keep having situations like this over and over and over again. We can't keep having it. I feel like that if we keep doing stuff like this, even more fans will walk away, right? There's a lot of fans who have already walked away, but there will be even more. I feel like that Denny Hamlin should come back next year, but unfortunately, apparently he's been saying like he doesn't even feel like getting in a car next year. Like he doesn't feel like getting in a car anymore. That's how devastating this was, and I can't imagine that feeling. I really can't. He's starting to feel like Mark Martin, really, with all this heartbreak. It's actually very sad. I feel like that Denny Hamlin is a great driver. I feel like he'll probably be back next year, of course, to win more races, to contend for yet another championship. But I think this format really just, it does way too much. It causes too many issues with crowning a champion, and I feel like that we really need to reevaluate ourselves right now. You know what I'm saying? We need to award more consistency and stop giving chances to people who are not consistent enough to even win the championship. Like, let's be real here. Like what we said with Joey Logano, you feel me, these last few seasons. You know what I'm saying? Like, if the old system was here, Joey Logano would not even be contending, even sniffing the championship in 2022 or 2024. And same thing with Blaney in 2023, and I love Blaney as well. But we gotta do something better that awards a lot more consistency, a lot more like, if we're going to, reward winning and all that, how about we award a lot more points to winners instead of just, oh, you won into the playoffs, oh, you won into the next round. No, let's not do it like that. Let's award more points to the winners. Let's do that. If you guys really want to go by consistency, I feel like that's a better way to do it than just a win and you're in type situation. Because look, I love SPG, but there's no way, right, that he should have been in the playoffs this year. Not saying that he won all those races, that's great, but consistency should matter. Because apparently without the playoff system, he wouldn't even be top 16. So, and I love SVG too. But, yeah, heartbreak for Denny Hamlin, extreme heartbreak. Even William Byron felt bad for Hamlin. You know what I'm saying? Like, after the post race, William Byron was like, sorry about that, because the way Denny Hamlin lost that championship, ooh, I was not going for him. I'm not a Hamlin guy, I'm gonna be honest with you, but he was the best guy. He should have won that race. But because when I look at deserving, I don't care if I don't like you. Older me doesn't really care. Like, bro, look, y'all, back in 2009, I disliked Kyle Busch. If he got wrecked out of a win, you know what I'm saying? Like 2009 Bristol Nationwide Series race, the night race that season, he got taken out by Chase Austin, right? I was jumping up for joy in the back room. I was so happy to see Kyle Busch get taken out of the race, but he should have won that race, right? He should have won that race. He deserved to win that race. Now, I look at things differently. Denny Hamlin should have won that race in the championship under this format. And it feels bad, and I feel bad that he ended up not closing it out when he deserved to win that race. Sucks, but it is what it is, you feel me? I'm not crying about it, but it's like, I'm not going to cry about it, but I'm better at understanding now that, like, deserving drivers deserve to win races that they deserve to win. Oh my goodness, I'm talking way too much. So, yeah. Anything else to discuss? Oh, I don't like how NBC cut post-race coverage so quick. I feel like that was stupid. Post-race coverage did not need to be that quick. Anything else? I think that is it. I also feel like that, I feel like that, I don't know if it was Goodyear or the teams, but there was so many blown tires throughout this race. There's no way that the championship race needs to be decided on a blown tire like that. Something fluky like that. That's insane. But Kyle Larson just took advantage of Denny Hamlin on pit road. And, yeah. Some people, they're really confused about why Denny Hamlin took 4 tires. I mean, I don't blame Denny Hamlin for taking 4 tires because, bro, tires were popping throughout the entire race. And I need the entire race. We saw AJ Allmendinger pop a 3rd tire this weekend. In one weekend, pop 3 tires. So, yeah, I understand. And almost all the championship 4 guys had tire problems. Denny Hamlin had one in a lucky point of the race. Chase Briscoe had 2 pop tires. Kyle Larson was a lap down at one point. Surprisingly, he came back. I forgot to mention that. And Byron, I think he only had 1, and that's what costed him the entire championship. Yeah, I'm glad that we're not racing at Phoenix next year for the championship. And Kyle Larson ends up winning, and unfortunately, Denny Hamlin loses yet another chip, bro. That's insane. So, yeah, happy offseason, y'all.